All right, so today we're going to take apart this DSK Tactical VXP. I got this in on trade, as you saw in a video I just did, and the pivot was a little bit loose when I got it. So we'll put a little bit of Loctite on that when we're all said and done. But it also is just a little rough inside. So I figured, why not just take it apart real quick, clean it up, and hopefully get it back together with no drama. You never know when you're taking stuff apart what's going to happen. It could be a 5-minute video. It could be an hour video of me stopping and putting it all back together and whatnot. Because it's going to do things that you don't expect it to do, kind of like now. But it's okay. See, it's already popping apart. So let's just pop it open. I guess it's going to come apart pretty easily. It actually looks pretty clean inside. I think it's just the bearings and whatnot that probably need to get cleaned up a little bit. A little paper towel here. We'll just wipe it off. The actual bearings don't look that dirty either. Now, it's always a question. Which side goes towards the blade? This particular one is this direction with this flat part against the blade. The other one might be different. I've talked to many a maker, and a lot of times they're like, it doesn't really matter. It's all the same. So I don't know. I do try to put them back together the same way they came apart. So yeah, that smooth side is towards the blade on both of these. And it's not as dirty as I thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be some gunk in there. It might just be dry. A little bit dry. It needs a little bit of lube on it and whatnot. So we'll just wipe these off on a little paper towel here. Put it back together with a little bit of lube and see if the action's a little bit better. There's nothing wrong with the action. It just, I don't know. It seemed like it needed to be cleaned. There was a little bit of a spot where it was a little rough. So I thought, why not? Just give it a little bit of love. Okay? I got a little bit of lube here. This is going to be a little bit, I should build it the other way on top of here rather than on top of there, because this way I've got the pivot to help hold things together. I like to use this Viceroy oil. It works really well for me, but I am not a lube snob. I know a lot of people are very particular about what they use and what they don't use, and that's fine. I don't know that anything is better or worse than something else, quite frankly. So it is always a little weird trying to put it together. You got to remember which way things went and get it out of the way of the little barrel spacers there. See, this is not going to work so well because of the way the lock is. The pivot should almost come in from the other direction, I think. It's kind of that's my stance, because normally I build it on the show side, not the lock side. I put a little bit of lube down inside. So yeah, this is going together a little bit bass-ackwards, if you want my opinion. But that's okay. A lot of times I also probably help. I could just open it, have it locked. Hey, there you go. That's a nifty idea. You're just going to get average Joe here, building a knife, putting it together. I'm nothing fancy. I'm just a guy. Put this cap on so I don't make a bigger mess than I already am and then I am already making. Okay, I'll put some Loctite on this after. I want to just put it together first to make sure that it all functions okay. Then I'll put a little bit of Loctite on there. So just a little bit of tightening that up just to hold it so that we can get these screws back together. And yeah, it looks like this might be 8-minute video. Again, I just figured why not just do a quick video, talk about this. This is a, as I said in my other video, it's my trade knife. So this is available. Anybody is interested, hit me up down below. Facebook, Instagram, smoke signals, whatever. Because this is available. Okay. This is not. See if that kind of pokes in that little spacer there. As we tighten it up, that should work its way in. Okay. Probably need a little more tightening on the pivot, but we'll see as it closes. Yep. So I start off by trying to get it somewhat centered. Give it a little bit of action there. It's pretty solid. It should be solid because it's tight. So we'll back this off a little bit. I like to get it just tight enough that the blade doesn't have any play. And then that usually works well. So this isn't drop shut, but it's not great either. So let's take this off again. Not super happy with that. And it should be a little bit smoother. But I think I need to put a little bit more lube in there. As I was getting it back together in parts and pieces and flipping it upside down and backwards, I think I need to put a little more lube in here to make sure things are going as planned. You don't want to put too much lube, but you need enough, right? So let's just pull this off. Yeah, there's barely any there. So we'll give it a little bit more here. Let it kind of swish around a little bit. I guess I need to take this all the way out to get the other side. Also, I want a little more over here too, just to be safe. So you never know what's going to happen. Okay, here we go. Have a feeling that's going to be better, I hope. I hope, anyway. If you're still here, I appreciate it. So yeah, like I said, this is a trade knife. It's available. It will be in good shape once it's all said and done, of course. And yeah. So I'm going to be doing some traveling next week for work. So I may not, I may break my streak of a video a day for the last 3.5 years. So I don't know that I'm planned enough or have enough time to handle the time I'm going to be gone. But we'll see. Okay, it's definitely loose right now. Not drop shut, but I don't want it to be drop shut. I think that's pretty good probably need a little bit of lube on a detemp ball that I can barely see. And that might help it on the close also. Yeah, I could feel it there. So got to work that in a little bit. Probably loosen this just ever so slightly. Loosen it up a bit and then tweak it down to right about center. There you go. Now it's pretty smooth. Again, not drop shut, but that's not what I like anyway. So I think that's probably pretty good. No blade play. And there you go. About 10 minutes. So not bad, but a quick look inside of the DSK VXP. And thanks for watching, guys. I have other disassembly videos. I don't do a lot because I get caught up in the doing and I stop talking. So I appreciate if you hang out to the end. And if you ended up here all the way at the end, comment down below "end." I would be forever grateful.